Hello and welcome back, everyone. Scootsy16 here with another episode of the Re-Aged Super Mega Baseball League. Buzzards just lost a tough one in game one of the doubleheader here against the Jacks, a 1-0 loss against Jerry Caps. Fabio Fabulo was great in that game, and it was a tough loss. Our offense just could not get anything going, but looks a little bit more favorable for this second game as we will have Carlos Bauer come out to the mound for us, and we'll be facing off against a tense and aged Werner Bergenberg. So let's get ourselves going into that matchup. Do a quick little shuffle around here. We do have a right fielder back in the lineup, so we can move Ricky Kwan out of the lineup, thankfully. I'm really hoping that with that, we'll see a more successful Jose Tremendo. He sat out after being tense for a little while. Just things have not been able to click for him, unfortunately. As far as Snag goes, who can we have? He cannot. I think he needs a day off as well, and the only option to cover shortstop is Flash Lazar. So you know what? Let's do that. Let's put Flash in at short, move him all the way down in the lineup. Oops, that's not what I want to do. Move him all the way down in the batting order. I'm going to put Merle Ryan, who was a 2-for-2 in the last game, up into the 2 spot. Kitty Kaufman will bump her down, excuse me. And I think this, not one of our strongest lineups for sure, but I think this is what I like to go with for now. Leroy's has been pretty hot for us lately. I'm hoping Hito Munshada can heat up. Jose Tremendo, same thing. But I think this is a good setup for us. So let's play ball. Game 2 of the doubleheader, heading back out to Battery Bay. We'll see if we can get our offense back up and running, especially against a very tense starter in Werner Bergenberg. We'll see if Carlos Bauer, after the glasses change, can get find some success on the mound. He was fine in his first appearance. He did not go long, and he did allow a few runs, but we managed to still win that game that he pitched. So I'm hoping we can get him a few more innings. Geronimo James is locked in. He'll step into the batter's box, swinging at the first pitch, lofted over third base in shallow left field, but getting over to that as it hung up for quite a while is Kathy Cul-de-sac. Out number 1, and Merle Ryan will come up. His average up to 313. No home runs and 1 RBI. Tier 3 bad ball hitter here, and he whiffs at a pitch top of the zone. Werner getting a good start here so far. Ball outside and a liner right to Jeb Jumps at second. 2 quick outs for the Buzzards offense, and Sturdy Woodman will come up, batting .500 with 2 home runs and 4 RBIs. Sturdy will face now against a neutral Werner Bergenberg, who got 2 quick outs. Sturdy swings late. That's going to go out of play. 1-2 count. Woodman looking to keep his hot streak going. Fouls one off, staying alive. Way inside on that slider. Chases outside. Nice strikeout from Bergenberg, and he settles in nicely. Quick 1-2-3 inning, and the Buzzards offense continues to struggle. We will bring Bauer out to the mound. We'll face off against Arsenio Armstrong, playing third base today. And the young Armstrong developing quite a bit in this franchise, it looks like. He pulls one down the right field line. It's going to get past the diving Woodman into the corner. Jose Tremendo will come up, and cannon arm activates on a throw to the cutoff man. It's just going to be a single for Armstrong, but leadoff man aboard for Thurman Colt. We remember Thurman from last year. He did not do very well. He does have Tier 3 Mind Gamer still, batting .091 so far. First pitch fouled off. You can see how that impacts Bauer's accuracy as that ball was in the dirt. 1-1 count. Ball inside on the slider. And whiffs through strike 2. Fastball right at the bottom of the zone. A grounder to second or short. Lazar to Kaufman, over to Woodman. 6-4-3 double play. Cleans the bases, and now Jeb Jumps comes up with 2 outs and nobody on. Batting .188 as Tier 3 Steeler, has Tier 2 Whiffer. We're hoping for that whiffer trait, but instead a nubber off the bat. We'll go right to Woodman, a 1-hopper, and that'll be out number 3. So both offenses start slow here. Bauer allows a base hit, but gets the double play to wash it away. And I'm pretty happy with what we saw there from him on the mound in the first. Top of the second here, Hito Munchada will come up. Tier 2, high pitch. He's batting 294 with no home runs and 1 RBI. He lofts one up the middle, but that's going to be tracked down by Jeb Jumps. Weak contact there from Hito is not something we like to see, especially from who should be one of our biggest hitters in this lineup. And Ella Royds comes up. She's played sparingly, but productive when she is out there, batting 400. Fouls one off here. It's a 1-2 count. Tier 2 consistent. Ball high, and it's 2-2. Ella will almost get hit. Now full. She lofts one over into right field. Shallow, but playable. And getting in on that one is Greg Bomzo. That'll be out number 2. And now Jose Tremendo will come up. He's managed to scrape across a couple of RBIs, but still batting .091 on the year. He had the day off, hoping he can settle back in. He was looking like a very promising rookie last year. He had 6 home runs, I believe, which is very impressive in a 16-game season. Unfortunately, it is not translated to year number 2. He's definitely experiencing what you'd call a sophomore slump as he lines out to left field, and that's another 1-2-3 inning. This one from Bergenberg. Nash Tater's tense pops up and foul, and it's 1-1, batting 133. He pulls one foul. He's down 1-2 now. And Bauer will throw one in the dirt, trying to get him chase. He holds off. This time he chases outside and late on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. That's strike 3. Nash goes down, and now Greg Bomzo come up, responsible for the only run in that first game of the doubleheader. He's locked in, batting 429. Falls behind 0-2, and then lofts one over shortstop. That's going to get down, and Merle Ryan will cut it off. Gets it in quickly, and Bomzo is aboard with 1 out, and Damian Rush coming up. Batting 273. Big power, big speed, no contact to work with. Tier 2 sprinter out of the box. You have to be careful with him, though. You can't put a pitch in a zone where he's comfortable with. And that's a strike. Nice pitch there. Another one on the 92-mile-an-hour fastball. We'll make it a 1-2 count. And there's strike 3. Bauer's second strikeout of the day. He does seem to feel a lot more comfortable in the on the rubber versus that first game. I do think maybe the glasses change was enough. And oh my goodness, Damian Rush on that swinging strike 3, add insult to injury, tears his meniscus, and he will likely be pulled as we get a base hit from, I believe that was Nacho Crisp. We'll put 2 on a board with 2 outs for Camilla Cuffingham. Weak defensive catcher, but decent contact and power for what typically is a younger player. Tier 2 contact versus righties. Don't know what age she's at right now, but batting 111 so far this season. She swings through strike 2. 1-2 count. Bauer trying to get her out of this. She does not chase low and away, but she does get fooled on the curveball at the top of the zone. And she swings through strike 3, shatters her bat, heads back to the dugout so she can get her catcher gear on. The big story here, the meniscus tear from Damian Rush. We'll see if he gets pulled here. That's a severe injury. He's going to be out for a while, and he will. Herbert Hackman will come in to cover third base. Arsenio Armstrong will head out to center field. And first pitch swinging is Kaufman as she grounds to second base. Evan Chukov has been quiet this year, batting 125 as Tier 2 first pitch slayer. Hoping he can get a pitch he can drive here on the first pitch of the at-bat. And it's the off-speed, so he can't time it right. It's going to be fouled straight back. He bumps this one into foul territory, and that'll get out of play into the stands. 0-2 quickly for Chukov. He'll take a ball low and in. And that'll be popped up. Foul territory, but possibly playable. And, yeah, Herbert Hackman will track it down. That's out number 2. And Bergenberg has been incredible so far through 2 2/3. See what he does here against Flash Leather, known for his defense. He's subbing in for the tense snag roper. He swings through 2 and he takes low and away. Be nice to get him on board as he makes good contact but pulls foul. 1-2 still, and Bergenberg will not get the put-out pitch there. Staying alive. Ball low, 2-2. Come on, Flash. And he'll whiff on the off-speed there, and that's strike 3. Bergenberg clean through 3 innings now. And we head to the bottom of the 3rd. Cul-de-sac comes up batting 200. Tier 2 contact versus righties here against Bauer. Bauer's allowed a handful of hits, but nothing comes of it so far. First pitch, a ball low, or this one inside. 30th pitch on the way is a hard hit ball to dead center field. Tracking it down is, diving for it, completely missing, is Geronimo James. He's locked in, so the speed's a little bit higher, but he was not able to get the right angle, and interesting situation occurs as Cul-de-sac will get a double. Hardest hit ball of the day so far for either team. And a runner on second for Arsenio Armstrong, the leadoff man. He'll dribble slowly to second base. Kaufman's only play is first, so that allows the runner to advance from second to third. Thurman Colt comes up over 1. Again, Mind Gamer activated, so that plays a factor here with Bauer on the mound with low accuracy and a runner on third. Chukov has to be ready for anything behind the plate there, and it's a 1-1 count. Just outside, that's ball 2. Thurman will, with the infield drawn in, he'll rope one over second base. Kitty, if she's in her normal position, catches that on a line, but it's going to be a double from Thurman Colt. And an RBI double at that. So the first run of the game comes from the Jacks. Here in the bottom of the 3rd, Jeb Jumps will come up with 1 out and a runner on a second with great speed. Jeb grounded to first in his last at-bat. He double clutched there, but held back. 2-0 count. Ball high and in. 3-0 now, and Bauer starting to lose some accuracy here. 40 pitches. A grounder, hard hit ball, but Moonshada with a diving play. He gets up and tosses to first in time. That's out number 2. Mash Taters will come up now. Mash still tense. He struck out last time. And that'll be popped foul. Runner on third with great speed. This one lofted to left field. Should be playable by Merle Ryan. He tracks it down about 10 feet in front of the warning track, and he'll catch that. 1 run does come across on a RBI double from Thurman Colt after the double to lead off from Kathy Cul-de-sac. And Geronimo James pretty mad at himself. He knows he is able to make that diving play, but he wasn't able to come up with it, so he's determined here. Tier 2 contact versus righties. He takes a strike, grounds one slowly to second or to short. Nacho Crisp will get the out there.
The left fielder, number 43,
Merle Ryan, 0 for 1. Had a 2-hit day in the last game. Still has that bad ball hitter trait. He takes a strike right at the bottom of the zone. Bergenberg's been cruising. A base hit up the middle will break up the perfect game and the no-hitter from Bergenberg here in the top of the 4th. He goes 3 1/3 over half of this game without allowing a base runner from the Buzzards. We finally have someone aboard, and this is a moment. High-pressure situation with Sturdy Woodman still locked in, despite him not able to make anything happen in the first game. And they pick up the runner, but it's an errant throw from Bergenberg, and that sails into the dugout. So runner free base to second, as Merle Ryan misread Bergenberg and was picked off, but managed to capitalize on the errant throw. Woodman strikes out, and Bergenberg settles down quickly. We're down to 2 outs now. Hito Moonshada comes up. Would love to see him get a hold of one here. Top of the zone. Let's go, Hito. 40 pitches for Bergenberg. We have 2 outs. First pitch way outside. Ball at the top of the zone. A base hit scores a run here. Pitching around Moonshada, who's got a 3-0 count. And he'll take ball 4, so Moonshada will head to first base. 2 on for Ella Royds with 2 outs. High-pressure situation, and she has come through for us in very clutch moments in the past this season. That would be another one of those. Ball high and in. 5 straight balls. Make it 6 straight balls for Bergenberg. That one catches the bottom of the zone. 2-1 from Ella. She takes another strike, and it's even 2-2. 2 outs, and a grounder to second. Jeb jumps right at him. and he's able to make the play to end the inning. So we had a bit of a rally going there. We at least broke down Bergenberg a little bit. And Carlos Bauer, I hope he doesn't start pressing with the 1-0 deficit, especially after not scoring a run at all in the first game of this doubleheader. We haven't scored in, what is it now, 10 consecutive innings, dating back to the beginning of the last game. And this one hit hard, deep center field. Bomzo sends it on a ride, but it's going to be held up from Geronimo James right in front of the warning track.
Number 22, Herbert Hackman.
One out for Hackman, who's getting his first at bat after replacing Damian Rush, who struck out and tore his meniscus. Big hack from Hackman as he sends it to deep center field, but Geronimo James able to get over there quickly, and that's another hard hit ball that gets caught. So I think Bauer might be close to the end of his day. I'd be happy if he calls it, if he gets pulled after this inning. We'll see what Nacho Crisp does. He is 1 for 1 with a single. He strikes out on 3 pitches, so way to end the inning. A 1-2-3-4 for Carlos Bauer, and I do think he should have his day be ending there.
Number 3,
Jose Tremendo will come up 0 for 1 today. High pressure. 50th pitch on the way from Bergenberg is low for a ball. Starting to struggle in the accuracy department. A strike taken. And a ground ball left side fair down the third base line. It's going to get into the corner. Cul-de-sac will get to it pretty quickly, and that will be a leadoff single from Jose Tremendo. So hopefully that's a sign of things to come for him. Now Kitty Kaufman will come up 0 for 1 with still a high-pressure situation. She's batting .250 on the year, but this is a moment for her to break out too. Slightly above average speed on the hit and run. Pulling Jeb jumps out of the way, and Jose Tremendo realizes this one's going to hang up for way too long. It's going to be caught, and Bomzo will haul it in. Runner retreats back to first. It was a good idea, but Kitty Kaufman not able to get a good barrel on it. It just hangs for way too long. Chukov 0 for 1. First pitch Slayer on the way, and he takes the ball outside. Ball outside, 2-0 count here. Good spot for Chukov, batting 111 on the year. And he'll pull one foul. So he did gear up. He liked that pitch, but he got ahead of it. 2-1, and it's a ball. So another good hitter's count here. And he swings through strike 2, full count with 1 out. And a ground ball to third. Hackman backhands over to jumps. And a slow throw from Jeb jumps, but still able to get Chukov laboring down the first baseline for the double play. That was probably the most embarrassing, weakest 5-4-3 double play you will see, with some of the weakest defense and arms from Hackman and Jeb jumps, but still enough, and that'll end the inning. So Bergenberg threw 4 as well, or 5 innings. Bauer comes back out for the 5th. Camilla will foul one off, and it's 1-2. And pulling that one, it hangs up for Kaufman. Bauer now locked in, but I do think this is time to pull him against Kathy Cul-de-sac, and especially as we're wrapping to the top of the order, but he's going to stay in for now. Contact versus righties at tier 2, and she pulls one that's fouled on the first baseline. She already hit a double today. She takes a strike, favorable call for Bauer. 0-2, she doesn't chase. And right back at Bauer, nice play from the catcher and the mound, and he's able to knock that one down, keep it in front of him, and toss the first for out number 2. Now Arsenio Armstrong comes up 1 for 2 with a single. He led off the game with a single, whiffs through the slider for strike 1. Ball high. Bauer very tired now. 65th pitch on the way. Is missing. 3-1 count, 2 outs, and a hard hit ball into left field. Base hit for Armstrong. And they're not able to get out of the inning just yet. I think you have to pull Bauer. This is the extent of where he should be in this game. We finally will. Gasser Morris will come in. Not at full rest, but he's definitely one of the most reliable pitchers we could ask for. Not having the greatest season at a 3.38 ERA, but he can definitely take care of Colt. He has the capability of it, and he does here with a strikeout. So Bauer, all things considered, 1 run on 6 hits through 4 2/3. I am very pleased with the number 3 starter and our two-way catcher in his second performance of the season. I feel a lot better about that. They go to defense behind the plate as Fiona Clark comes in to replace Camilla Cuffingham, and 61 pitches. This grounder down the first baseline, and Bergenberg off the mound very quickly is able to tag Flash Lethar as he's running down the first baseline. 1 out, and we wrap to the top of the order. Bergenberg gets pulled by Maximo Primo with 1 out in the top of the 6th. So the closer comes in. He throws the screwball for strike 1. 4-pitch closer here. So he has developed even as an aging. I think he's older. I don't think he got younger, but I don't remember. Staying alive there. 1-2 count. And takes good take there from Geronimo. Late swing, but fouls it off. 2-2 count. And he'll hit one down the left field line, but this should tail foul, and that's going to get out of play into the stands. Staying alive here, 2-2. That one gets pulled foul. Another good battle brewing here. James staying alive with a bunch of fouls here. And there's strike 3. Finally, the screwball gets him. But a great at-bat there. Let me check. I believe that was about 11 pitches. Working the closer is really good to do here. 10 pitches for Primo against Geronimo James, and we're down to our last out. That's a favorable strike. 0-2 count. Takes a ball. Come on, Merle. Keep this game alive for us, please. 2-2 count. Ball outside. Good eye. Full count. Maximo at 15 pitches. That's ball 4. So Merle stays in this one. He throws his bat. He's pumped. Trying to get the buzzards in this one. And I believe of everyone that's on this team, Sturdy Woodman is the guy you want up in this situation. And he could take the lead here with 1 pitch. He swings at 1, and it's going to get past Jeb Jumps. Turning around second, it will hold at second as Merle Ryan is, Arsenio Armstrong with the cannon arm. Comes up throwing to third. And Sturdy Woodman keeps this game alive. We have tying run at second. Potential winning run at first with 2 outs, and Hito Moonshada comes up. Rally stopper is activated for Primo as he throws the ball high. Almost at 20 pitches. That's ball outside. 2-0 count. Come on, Hito. This is your spot. He takes a strike low and away. Just catches the corner. 2-1. Hito will miss a one into center field. Arsenio is going to come up throwing. Cannon arm activates. Merle Ryan gets sent, and he slides in safe. We have come back with 2 outs against the Maximo Primo closer. And now we have our potential winning run at second base as Primo gets pulled for Shay D. Shay is juiced with that tier 3 stimulated trait. She is also consistent, and she's at neutral mojo right now. Shatters the bat, and Ella will get a new one as she comes back up here. This one's going to land just foul, and it's 0-2 quickly for Ella. We need her to come through for a base hit with us. No, I'm sorry. Ella's the one that's juiced. I'm looking at the wrong person. Shay D is stimulated, but she doesn't have the trait activated right now. It doesn't work for us as that's going to end the inning, but we come through on a Hito Moonshada single to center field. Merle Ryan scores after walking a base hit. No, 2 walks in a row, right? Sturdy Woodman, no, he got a base hit. And Jeb Jumps will get pulled for Reed Munoz. Tier 2 pinch perfect right here against Gasser Morris, who only threw 3 pitches against, what's his name? Thurman Colt. 0-2 count here as Munoz pops foul and then strikes out on a pitch riding in on his hands. That's out number 1. Mashed Taters is tense, 0 for 2, and he'll have the tier 3 specialist trait activated against him. It's as someone who is a huge Mashed Taters fan, it is hard to see him like this, but right now I'm fine with it. Swings through strike 2, 1-2 count here for Gasser, and Mash will go to gas the Mash, and he strikes out for out number 2. This is the hardest moment here for us as Greg Bomzo is still locked in 1 for 2 with a single. Max pressure situation, and for Gasser Morris, you need to get this out, man. Strike at the top of the zone, 1-1 count. Sign Stealer activates, and he will make a contact play. Kitty Kaufman with a dive. She gets up, throws him out, And that's a huge play from our second baseman. She is not known for her defense, but she lays out for it. She gets up quickly. She throws to Woodman, and that's out number 3. That ends the inning. So great job from Gasser Morris in the bottom of the 6th. We had 2 extras. Top of the 7th here. Munoz stays into play second, and Jose Tremendo will come up. First pitch swinging, pulls a foul. Shady still out there. She has enough gas in the tank for another inning or 2, depending on how efficient she can be. 1-2 count. And Jose will loft this one up over Munoz, and that gets down. His second hit of the day, 2 singles. And Jose Tremendo is starting to heat up a bit.
Now batting, the second baseman, number 4.
We have a runner aboard for Kitty Kaufman. Kitty 0 for 2, max pressure situation, batting 231. I think you should have brought in Pepe Vinicio here, but we're going to go with Kaufman. And that one's going to be pulled. It's going to drop in front of Nacho Crisp, who turns to double play quickly, wiping the bases clean, and 2 outs now for Chukov, who's 0 for 2. And I'm not sure why I opted not to have Carlos Bauer DH in this game. So if you were wondering earlier, I just totally forgot. It slipped my mind. 2-1 count. Chukov pops foul. I almost think you should have pulled Pork Bennett in for this at-bat. 2-2, strike 3 swinging, and Chukov loses mojo. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Gasser will come out initially, but we'll see how long he stays out there and if we decide to replace him here against Herbert Hackman. One at-bat today was a line out to center field. Barreled it up on a big hack swing. Pulls that one foul. Ball will stay low and in, and it's 1-1. Swings through strike 2. 1-2 count, and a dribbler will be cut off by Moonshada. He collects and throws the first, out number 1. Reliable defense over there at third. Crisp comes up 1 for 2. We'll have distractor activated, or I'm sorry, specialist activated against him, and Gasser throwing his 18th pitch there. He is done. But he's going to stay out there for this at-bat. I see why, but it's still very nerve-wracking as that ball gets pulled foul. 1-2 count, and there's strike 3, so Gasser gets another strikeout. He's pumped, but this has to be his end. He cannot throw another batter. He has no stamina left. He gets pulled for Grecian Lupton. Grecian comes in full stamina here. Tier 2 power versus lefty activated for Fiona Clark. And she blasts one deep center field. Trying to get back on it is Geronimo James, and that's going to get out of here. Fiona Clark, God damn it. We'll walk-off win in extras here. 437. We decided to go with a lefty against the power versus lefty. I know Fiona's not much of a threat. I don't think any of us expected her to do that, but she gets a boost from the trait. Why would we intentionally give that to them? I'm going to look at the bullpen here in a moment once we get back to the main screen, just to see what our options would have been outside of Lupton. But huge walk-off win for the Jacks, and what a frustrating series against them. We get swept. They beat us by a combined 2 runs across both games. They scored a total of 3 runs. We scored a total of 1. 2-1 for the Jacks. A 2-hit day from Armstrong, a hit from Colton, or RBI. He had that double. Bomzo, Crisp, cul-de-sac with base hits, and Fiona Clark with the huge double, or the home run there to walk off win it. Geronimo was 0 for 3 for us today. Merle Ryan got on base via the walk, got a base hit, and also scored a run that was huge. It was the game-tying run. Woodman with a base hit. Moonshada walks and the RBI single. And a 2-hit day from Jose Tremendo, hoping he's starting to heat up. But the rest of the offense has been miserable for us. Pitching-wise, very happy with Carlos Bauer. He goes 4 2/3, giving up 6 hits, 1 earned run, and 4 strikeouts. No walks allowed. Very, very happy with that performance from him. Gasser Morris, as we know, is always lights out. He goes 2 innings, not allowing a runner to reach base, and he gets 4 strikeouts. And then Grecian Lupton gives up the home run, his only batter faced. He gets the loss. The other side, Werner came into this game tense, not for long, as he gets 2 quick outs in the first inning, gets back to neutral mojo, and then he goes on a tear, going 3 1/3 before allowing a base hit. Ultimately, he goes 5 1/3, giving up 2 hits and 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Primo was awful. He gives up 2 hits, 1 earned run, 1 walk in 1/3 of an inning. It was a strikeout. And Shady gets the win, going at 1 1/3, giving up 1 hit and 2 strikeouts. Werner Virgenberg gets the victory, and he gets the #1 star for this game. Fiona Clark, #2. Carlos Bauer, #3. The offense is dead in the water for us right now. It is really tough for me to watch this, and I don't know what I'm going to do with this team right now. I'm really not sure of what we can do. I'm coming around on Carlos Bauer. I know he's 28, but Chukov has been really tough for us. You know what? Since this is just a loyalty boost, I'm going to give it to Chukov. Flesh Ladar is just a support option for us. Oh, this is really unfair. Between these two, I think Jose Tremendo still holds the most value, so I'm going to give the loyalty drop to Geronimo James. Neither of them deserve it right now, though. That's our manager moments. We'll skip ahead. It's been a really weird season, right? We go 0-2, we then go 3-0, and then we go 0-2 again. That leads to our 3-4 record. We're 2 games back of the Overdogs, who are tearing it up 5-2 right now with a +18 run differential. I don't know what we can do here. Since the game ended, let's see what occurred. Okay, there we go. So +1 contact for Pepe. So at 31, he's developing a bit. Brian Pickleford gains Butterfingers. That's going to, and -8 speed. We're not going to develop him. Hito, in the prime of his career, loses 1 contact. Seb Spolson loses 6 contact. Jose with development, we're going to go for that in just a second. Resplendent with development right before her start. I want to do that. Snag Roper just lost first pitch Slayer, and now he has a chance to gain RBI 0. I'm not going to risk that, but the development would be nice. And then we see Junior Young Jr. coming into the Sandcats organization, replacing OVO, Otto Von Olio. Chance for development from Chukov and a tier 3 trait, which is Distractor. I'd like that. Quan loses 1 fielding. Not ideal, but that's fine. Lou de Baziz, the D+ relief pitcher, gets 1 velocity. And then we see Tusum Aguilar gets signed by the Freebooters, replacing Rotunda Black. So Rotunda, a good pitcher, but really much older in this series, and a C+ young starter for the Freebooters now. Let's take a look at development, and we'll see. I'm not doing this for Snag. It's just not worth risking the RBI 0. Resplendent, we're going to do this one for you. 1 junk, 1 accuracy, and a chance for 3 more junk. And she will not get that, so just slightly better. Still a B. Quan, we're not giving you that one. Jose, we're going to give you the contact and the fielding. See if we can get the bonus 2 contact here at 20%. And we're not going to get it. No luck there and no extra fielding. So +2 contact, +2 fielding. And he's getting a little bit better. Hopefully that helps his offense out. Chukov with the contact here and Distractor. He gets on base. +3 and a chance for 3 more. And he does roll it. Now a chance for him to get Distractor, which would be amazing. He does not. But +6 contact. Very happy to see that. Some bonus there. And still, I can't believe this one for Brick Towers is still there. 96% for Ricky Kwan and Brick for those to leave. So we might see 5 more manager moments next time. Or, I'm sorry, oh, Jesus. I don't want to see those. Player development options in the next one. Opportunities. So good development there. Next time out is the 8th game of the year, which will be halfway mark of the season. Season 2 has been up and down, like we said. And it's another double header. Man, this is so hard for me to record these. I'm already late on this Jack's recording, so I apologize for that. If anyone is unaware, Borderlands 4 came out recently, one of my favorite game series of all time, and I've just been hooked on that. So it has been harder for me to keep up on these recordings. So I apologize, but I am working on it. And apparently I have 2 more to get to, so I can get those out on time. But thank you so much for bearing with the delay from me, and I still don't know what to do here. I know we simulated through a few games in the last series. this is a big series against the Overdog, so we're gonna watch this for sure, as they're the division leaders right now at 5-2. So that'll really tell us a lot about the rest of this season and what we should do. So yeah, we'll watch this one for sure. This doubleheader, and then we'll know which way we're heading the rest of the way. So thank you so much for watching. That's where we'll end things for now, and we'll talk to you next time. Bye, everybody.